Day number 5 of basketball here in the Ottawa NPA session, kicking off with a great matchup. Edge Prep taking on Oakville Prep. Here we've got Edge coming in all the way from Calgary, Alberta, having themselves a bit of an up and down session here in Ottawa so far. 1-2 in action at this session, winning their last game against Halifax. Starting off this game on the right foot, however, with a layup in transition for Alan Spoonhunter. And Oakville Prep, on the other hand, having themselves a pretty good session, going 2-1 so far. Their only loss coming yesterday against the home team, Canada Top Flight Academy. Mickey Smekra here, joined by Elias Abate shortly, calling this one. Here we got Edge pushing the ball in transition, ahead to Amir Rahimzad. Can't get that one to go. J-Rel Diggs coming the other way. Three ball for Dial Richards, no good. Dial Richards, a man who's been working on that shooting stroke pretty much all year round. That shot has become a reliable one for him. Something we've seen him knock down at a pretty high clip season long. There's Spoonhunter at the top. Picks up his dribble. Down to Rahimzad in the post. Strong move, no good. Great defense there by Marcotis Hall. Here's J-Rel Diggs with the ball in the wing. Thinking shoot, nope, he drives all the way, no good. Here's Edge pushing the ball back in transition. Spoonhunter for three, doesn't get it to go. Ooh. Looks like we've got an unsportsmanlike foul call on the play. Referees say that was a non-basketball play by Damar Dial Richards. Xavier Spencer going to be getting 2 shots and the ball here. Xavier Spencer, the young guard out of Alberta, class of 2023 prospect. One of the higher upside guys we see in that class. The good blend of size, skill, and burst. You know, as he continues to get these reps at this prep level, he's a guy we think will be amongst the best in the NPA. Not able to get the free throws to go, however, as Edge retains possession and inbounds from the sideline. Now, speaking with Coach Jamal McQueen of Oakville Prep before this game, he was telling me that while he was satisfied with the offensive effort that his team provided, he felt like they weren't giving it their all on the defensive end for all but 10 minutes of that game against CTA yesterday, a game that they hung tight in until the fourth quarter. Already seeing a much more vocal, engaged performance by Oakville on that defensive end. 2-0 Edge Prep in what's been a slow start to Sunday morning here. Toronto Gruel for three, no good. Edge pushing in transition again here. Man with the ball, Tho Beal, missed Edge's last game against Halifax Prep with a knee injury. Seemed like it was more of a move made with caution in mind. Looks pretty healthy and spry in this game so far. Here we have a held ball on the play. Edge getting possession again here. Ball knocked out of bounds, stays with Red. Pass sent in to Callum Swanton Rogers, another high upside prospect on this Edge Prep squad. Callum, a guy who usually comes off the bench here for Edge, getting the start. Had himself a good game yesterday against Halifax in limited minutes. Got Spoonhunter the baseline. Brings it back out. We've got 7 seconds left in the shot clock here. As Surge takes the mid-range pull-up, no good again. Marcotis Hall pushing the other way for Oakville. Hits to Prasad, mid-range jumper, no good. There's Damar Dial Richards with the rebound. Back to Marcotus Hall. Goes up strong. Nice strong move by Marcotus Hall. Gets it to go. Oakville Prep is on the score sheet. Got a 2-2 game. 6:40 left to go in the first. Here's Spoon Hunter up top. Over to Xavier Spencer. Nice crossover by Spencer. Gets into the lane. Teardrop. No good, but took a lot of contact there by Ronik Gruol. Xavier Spencer back to the line. This time hoping to cash in. Got a sub here for Edge. RJ Jock checking in for Callum Swanton-Rogers. Looks like Coach Huff doing a lot of substitutions here, giving his guys short bursts to go all out. Spencer gets the first one to go. One for two at the free throw line as Dial Richards comes down with the board. Here's Marcotus Hall setting a screen. Prasad gets it back in the corner. Dump pass to Dial Richards for the slam. Great pocket pass there by Prasad. Sets up Damar Dial Richards for the two-hand dunk. That one wakes up the Oakville Prep faithful in the crowd. They're looking to get engaged. We've got an illegal screen call there on Alan Spoonhunter. Did not get set as he set that screen. Oh, looks like ref misspoke there. A call on Damar Dial Richards. Referee saying that he held the man who was going to set the screen. Oakville Prep coaches a bit confused on that call. That's costly there for Oakville, as that's Damar's second foul. He really is. Oh, here's Prasad with the steal all the way. Gets it to go. Good defense there by Jordan Prasad. Prasad there doing a good job of reading the eyes of the ball handler as he comes up with that steal. Here's Jock, swings it over to Spoonhunter for three. No good. RJ Jock called for the over-the-back play there. You know, Prasad, a guy who struggled with the shot a bit yesterday against Canada Top Flight. You know, really reliable offensive threat for Oakville Prep on most occasions. Prasad actually the #2 scorer in the NPA, averaging 24 points per game. Here's Gruol with the ball, almost loses it, hits it back to Prasad. Probing. Hits the cutting, J-Rel Diggs. Excellent pass there by Prasad, threads the needle, gets it to Diggs, who's fouled on the play. He'll be sent to the line for two. So we got a timeout for Edge Prep as Coach Huff looking to talk things over. We'll be back after a short break.
Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. Canadian National Invitational Tournament. The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership with the community, including the national provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The NPH Showcase Circuit.
Here we are back in action here as J-Rel Diggs knocks down the first of two free throws. That gets Diggs on the scoreboard. We mentioned earlier that Jordan Prasad was #2 in scoring. He's actually right behind his teammate J-Rel Diggs, who leads the NPA with 24.3 points per game. Edge gets the shot to go. Here's Prasad pushing it the other way. Pull up Jay, no good. Jumper continuing not to go for Prasad as he looks to heat up from the perimeter. Here's Thao Beal baseline, no good. Good contest there by Dial Richards. As Oakville Prep comes pushing the other way. Threads the needle again, does Prasad. Hits Marcotis Hall, cutting towards the rim, who's fouled and sent to the line. And as Marcotis Hall gets set to shoot these free throws, I'm actually joined by NPA Commissioner Jason Tom, going to be joining me on the broadcast for the rest of this one.
9-5, 5.5 minutes in. It must be a Sunday morning game, Mikias.
Yeah, it's like there's been 4 days of action here already.
It's getaway day, man. These are the toughest ones, and I'm sure you've already mentioned it. There's so many NPA Nationals implications with all 3 games today that, you know, I know the coaches are a little concerned about making sure their players are ready and knowing how important this is. I think what you'll see is the second half of all these games, the intensity is going to turn right up.
No doubt. And I'm sure the coaches have been telling their players and letting them know how important these games are. As you know, all of these teams want to go into Nationals with as good of a schedule as possible for them. Here's Thao Beal in the corner, drives baseline, pull up Jay, good. Thao Beal showing off some of that shot creation, getting some separation from Dial Richards for the pull up Jay. Tavon sheared the other way, quick 3, no good. Dial Richards with another rebound. Kicks it back to Diggs, gonna let it fly, no good again. Board by Spencer. Spencer able to avoid the trap, kick it ahead to Spoon Hunter. Finds Beal up top. Looks like Edge Prep, Jason, is looking to play at a much faster pace than we've seen from them in most of the session.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously traveled the furthest to get here. And, you know, Xavier Spencer is one of those players that we were saying since the beginning of the session, you know, very important to this team. And I saw him in the early going battling with Dial Richards and ended up on the floor. But, you know, he's going to learn a lot from this matchup with Dial Richards, of course. Just as I mentioned that, Spencer heads to the bench. Serge Gahir checking in. Yeah,
Spencer involved in a lot of plays in this game so far on both ends. Already has himself a couple trips to the free throw line. We got a foul off the ball here.
Who's obviously been quite a focus on containing J-Rel Diggs.
Yeah, I was just mentioning it before you joined us, Jason. J-Rel Diggs, #1 scorer in the NPA in the season. You know, Oakville Prep had to play a few games without him due to injury as he hyperextended his knee out in Halifax. But since he's come back, made quite the impact for this team as they've clawed back up to 500 and could go above that with a win here. A 12-7 game, Oakville Prep ahead. Midway through the first, as they come up with another steal. Dial Richards pushing. Good active hands there by Aaron Lloyd. As the referees call a jump ball. Possession Oakville.
Our ball! No. Our ball! It's this way. Yo.
Yep, referees discussing it amongst themselves. Say it's Oakville ball. And here's Tavon Sheard with it up top. Quick swing pass over. J-Rel has it in the corner for 2. No good. And you hear Coach McQueen commenting on the shot selection he's seen so far. A lot of contested pull-ups for Oakville. Thao can't get that to go. Both teams pretty icy cold from distance. Strong take by Dial Richards. All the way to the rim for the right-handed layup. Good decision by him there, as he knows they've been pretty cold. Wants to get an easy one on that drive. And we got Gilbert kicking it over to Thao Beal. And if that's on Dial Richards, that's his 3rd foul here in the first quarter. Costly play there. Good aggressiveness by Thao. Put Dial Richards in a bad position. as that sends him to the bench. Jason, Dial Richards really the backbone of this Oakville Prep defense. It'll be interesting to see how they respond with him no longer in the court.
Yeah, I've been on this team about their lack of resistance. And that's a perfect example right there. You let the player get into the paint and then pick up a foul right at the rim. I mean, you need to stop him on that perimeter and make it tougher for him to get to that point.
Yeah, and it kind of feels like these perimeter defenders on Oakville get a bit comfortable and relaxed knowing that Dial Richards has their back, patrolling the baseline.
And when that happens, sometimes he gets into foul trouble if you're putting it all on your big man.
Exactly. You can only ask him to do so much. And here we have Aaron Lloyd, another guy who's really stepped up for edge prep when they needed it, playing some good minutes here in this session. Aaron Lloyd, of course, from the Bahamas. Nice international presence for this edge prep squad from Calgary. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. What's been a slow game on the score sheet. As Prasad draws that foul. Looks like it was Spoon Hunter called on the play there. You know, it seems like all week Prasad has been struggling with his jump shot. I like the aggressiveness we've seen in the last couple of attempts by him there. Not settling, going all the way to the rim.
Yeah, it's when you are a player like Jordan Prasad on this squad, you play a ton of minutes. You have the ball in your hand a lot. It's really, really tough to be able to, you know, maintain your energy. And I think a lot of times the first thing that goes is your legs. And I think it's just a matter of what we've seen a lot of this season, him just distributing to the guys. But he needs to be able to hit that shot to hold the defenses true.
Exactly. When that shot's not falling, it only gets harder for him to create. As Stout Beal gets the tip in to go. Another foul by Edge here puts Oakville in the bonus as Xavier Spencer called for it on the perimeter. Aggressiveness for Prasad paying off yet again here as he's back to the free throw line. Looking to help Oakville extend this lead. First free throw goes for Prasad. And you mentioned how he does so many different things for this Oakville prep squad, in addition to being the #2 scorer in the NPA. He's the only player, in addition to J9 Simmons, to be in the top 10 in in scoring, rebounding, and assists. So, you know, almost a walking triple-double. Always fills it up on the score sheet.
Yeah, high usage for both those two guys.
It's like Makai Richards called for the blocking foul there. Both teams in the bonus, sending Spoon Hunter to the line. Here we've got Caleb Riquette checking in for Ben Gilbert. Riquette had himself a pretty strong game off the bench against Halifax Prep yesterday morning, being rewarded with some first quarter minutes here.
For the amount of fouls being called in this first quarter, if these teams would start hitting their free throws, we would be up in the 30s right now.
Yeah, it seems like every trip has been a 1-for-2 one so far. This is Prasad attacking. Great drive. Splits the double team. Yet another foul called. This one on Aaron Lloyd, sending Prasad back to the free throw line for what might be a third possession in a row. Gotta love the aggressiveness here by Jordan, putting the referees in position where they have to make a call, as there was a lot of contact on yet another drive. This time he hits both. Gets Oakville lead up to 8. They're up 19-11 with a minute to go in the first. Spoon Hunter quiet in this game so far. Really exploded against Halifax Prep with 29 points. Finds Xavier Spencer on the drive, who gets it to go on the second attempt. Great feed there by Spoon Hunter.
And he won't get the assist on it because Xavier missed the first.
You know he's going to talk to him about that after the first quarter break.
35.
Miss Prasad taking on the youngin. Xavier Spencer hits, a bit off target there. Right idea on that pass. Had a tight window to get that through. 34 seconds to go here. Edge Prep has possession. We have Raquette setting a screen. Spoon Hunter rejects it, goes all the way to the lane. Hits Spencer again. This time gets it to go on the first try and the foul. Spoon Hunter gets the assist. Xavier Spencer gets the basket and a chance at a three-point play. Love the aggressiveness we've seen from Spoon Hunter so far. Three ball wasn't falling on those first few attempts, so he decides to take it in. Back-to-back strong passes to Spencer there, resulting in 5 points for Edge. They've cut this lead down to 3. Prasad kicks it ahead to Sheard for the layup. What vision there by Prasad to find the cutting Sheard. As Thao tries to beat the buzzer, stolen. Ariwe for 3, no good. Pace here starting to pick up as the first quarter comes to an end. 21-16, Oakville Prep in the lead. We'll be back for second quarter action.
As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping them gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the blueprint. As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping them gain scholarship opportunities.
Second quarter action set to kick off here. First game of day number 5 in the Ottawa NPA session. Edge Prep, Oakville Prep going head to head. Two teams towards the middle of the standings here, working for seeding. Spencer back to Spoon Hunter for 3. Can he get this one to go? Short. Here's Prasad with the ball. Over to Makai Richards for 3. No good. Seemed like he rushed that shot there. As the ball stays with Oakville Prep.
Amir Rahimzad has been out since the opening minutes after taking a shot in the nose. Looks like he has some gauze up there now. Hoping to get it stopped to get back out here, at least for the second half.
Of course, we've got a number of scouts in the building already this morning, including coaches from Mount St. Mary here to see Rahimzad in particular, amongst other players. Prasad drives. Another foul as Xavier Spencer undercut Prasad on the drive. He is down. Looked like he fell hard on his arm there.
Yeah, I mean, he was undercut. I don't think it was meant to be by Xavier, but I don't know how he ended up in that spot.
Yeah, it seemed like just the wrong place, wrong time. Definitely no malicious intent there. Prasad gets back up. Looks like he's able to shake it off. Of course, Prasad, one of the tougher guys we have here at that size. To be able to do all he does isn't easy. Standing at 6'2". 170 pounds.
Yeah, when you have the ball in your hands as much as he does and drive the way he does, you have to be tough because you are going to end up on the floor more often than not.
Yeah. And of course, you know, defenses, when they're putting their scouting reports together against this team, he's usually the first name on that list. Prasad gets both free throws to go. So Oakville Prep's lead stretched out to 7 points a minute into the second quarter. So we got J-Rel Diggs set to check in, I'm guessing for Prasad, as Oakville Prep probably wants to give him a chance to rest a little bit. Lloyd probing, stolen by Ariwe. Almost loses it. Looks like we got another foul call on the play. This one again on Spoon Hunter, who looks like he might be putting himself into foul trouble. That's at least number 2 on him.
I think everybody's going to be in foul trouble as the game progresses.
Looks like referees talking about the shot clock here. Referees decide on 21 seconds for the shot clock. Plenty of time to get a clean shot off for Oakville as Ariwe has the ball up top. Prasad uses the Ariwe screen, drives, kicks to Tavon Sheard, mid-range pull-up, good. Set up again by Prasad. Nice shot there by Sheard on the baseline. Good decision to take a step in as he's been kind of cold from 3 so far. Oakville Prep has their largest lead of the game, up to 9 points. Spoon Hunter has the ball with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Great defense by Oakville Prep to come away with it. J-Rel Diggs pushing, drops it off to Ariwe. Nice active hands by Spoon Hunter as Ariwe was not ready for that pass. Here Sheard hits the floor, comes away with it. Hop step, Ariwe gets it to go. Strong move to the rim. Ariwe, as momentum is in Oakville Prep, stretch this lead out to 11. Thao quiet in this game so far. He's the guy they're going to need to step up with no Rahimzad. A lot of time off the shot clock here with just 3 to go. Lloyd, fadeaway 3, no good. Rebound, J-Rel Diggs. This Oakville Prep defense looking like a different monster in the second quarter. As we've got a travel. Oh, 1 ref called foul, 1 ref called travel. Both had 2 very different angles on the play. They ruled that the travel was before the foul. Looked that way from this angle as well. As Ben Gilbert checks in for Aaron Lloyd on the Edge Prep side. Here's Stow with the ball over to Spoon Hunter. Another turnover by Edge. Sheard pushing. Sheard went a bit out of control on that one. Ended up in between 3 Edge bodies, not able to get a shot up.
Well, I've been trying to figure out this Edge team all year. And the one thing I can say, they start games slow. Like, it just takes them a while to get going. Once they get going, they're the team that we see on paper.
3 ball by Prasad. Connects from long distance for his first jumper to go in this one. And yeah, that's something we've seen in pretty much every game from Edge this session. And sometimes it ends up too little too late. J-Rel Diggs called for the blocking foul there. Nice, strong, aggressive attack by Spoon Hunter. You know, we have Edge Prep in a 14-point hole here early in the second quarter. This is a team that definitely came into this session with championship aspirations. They're 1-2 in Ottawa action so far. There's a great block there by Hall. Hall comes back with it. Out of control, hits Persad, who kicks it out to Sheard for three. No good. Strong rebound by Persad. But yeah, if Edge fails to come away with this win here, they'll have come into nationals 1-3 in the session. Not the kind of momentum you want to go in with when one loss in that tournament means you're out.
I mean, they're currently sitting at 7-4, so they still have an opportunity for one of the top 4 spots and a first-round bye. But I mean, this is a must-win in order for them to still be in that consideration.
Of course, we've got London Basketball Academy jumping up into that 4th spot at the moment with a strong Ottawa session.
Yeah, I mean, that LBA CTA game at 1 p.m. is just huge. I believe CTA has already locked themselves into at least a bye. I think the worst that they can finish is 4th, but they don't want to leave it up for interpretation. With a win, they will lock themselves into that 2nd spot.
And, you know, that 2nd spot, pretty coveted, as that would mean you're on the opposite side of the bracket from Rothesay Netherwood, who have looked pretty unbeatable in this season so far. As Jordan Persad gets another jumper to go, he's starting to heat up from outside as well. Good defense there by Oakville, swarming the ball handler. Bit too much hands there. Tavon Sheard called for the reach in. Tavon Sheard does not agree with the call.
Well, that won't be a foul at nationals.
Looked like a lot of ball from here. And we've got another timeout here by Edge. Coach Huff sensing the game coming away, and they're losing momentum. Let's see if Edge Prep can come back, cut into this lead after the break.
Who will be crowned national champion?
The National Preparatory Association started
16-point lead for Oakville Prep as we check back in for second quarter action. Edge Prep with the ball, really getting outplayed on both ends in the second quarter. They'll need to change something if they want to cut into this lead. J-Rel Diggs comes away with it. Strong take, loses possession. Peterson coming back. Travel call on the play. Referees say Peterson took too many steps on the catch before putting it down. Caught it in a bit of a tough position there. That is not the start out of the timeout that Coach Huff was looking for. Back-to-back turnovers there. Sad can't get it to go. Rebound Ben Gilbert. And here's Serge Gahir, not a name we've said a lot in this one. Big time three, Dylan Holtz. Edge needed that as they were struggling for baskets there. And Ronak Grual comes right back doesn't let Edge get an inch of momentum. Sends this lead back to 16. Strong drive here, no finish. No, this is definitely the best defensive effort I've seen from this Oakville Prep squad all year. As Tavon Sheard, long bomb. Lead is up to 18. Another steal.
Yeah, might as well.
Way off there. You know, Oakville Prep, when speaking to the players, speaking to the coaching staff, they were excited to come into Ottawa, show what they look like at full strength. They believe that they have just as good of a chance at a championship as anyone else, looking like the case in this game so far. Yet another turnover forced by Oakville Prep. The travel call there. They are really starting to run away with this one. Kick out, Sheard decides not to shoot it. Nice pass by Ronak Grual to Tavon Sheard. Great cut, great pass. 20-point lead with 3 minutes to go in the half. Spoon Hunter way short. Great fight there by Aaron Lloyd.
I'll tell you this. This is two teams that haven't really been in this position before. So how they come out in the second half will be interesting. How will Oakville play with such a big lead, and will Edge just roll over, or will they put up a fight? They got to get back on a flight to go home to Calgary. You would figure that they wouldn't want to go home with a 30-point loss under their belt.
Yeah, and this, of course, would be their last game before Nationals. That's a tough way to go into that type of tournament. Here we've got a loose ball foul called on Caleb Swanton Rogers. Pushed to the back there on Tavon Sheard. Well, he had about an 8-inch advantage over Tavon. Big shot, J-Rel Diggs. They cannot miss right now. Lead up to 23. Caleb trying to do too much. Called for the travel call there. Not really his game, attacking from the perimeter. Oakville Prep looks to continue to extend this lead. You know, it's been as impressive as the hot shooting as the defense for Oakville Prep. Another three goes.
Like, what are the Edge players doing defensively right now? How are you not up on all these shooters?
It's like they didn't see the last 5 threes go down.
Like, why are you in the paint? There's nothing happening down low.
You know, Coach Huff already calling 2 timeouts and another turnover. Oakville Prep pushing. Jordan Prasad weaves through, almost gets it to go, but he is fouled again, sent to the line. I think Edge has scored maybe 3 points this quarter.
And this is off. Was it against CTA that I think they had the same sort of thing, only scored a handful of points in a quarter, and they came out a lot stronger in the third of that one. But I mean, if this gets any bigger, second half, you're not going to have much of a chance.
Sad gets the good one to go. And yeah, you mentioned this is not a team known for hot starts, Edge Prep, but they usually don't start this cold on either end. And we've only got 2 minutes left to go in the half. Edge is stuck at 19 on the scoreboard. Down almost 30. They're going to need some points in a hurry. You know, if they can close this half strong, maybe get it down to total, and another travel call. You're not going to be able to get points up if you can't even get shots up. It seems like every possession is a turnover here for Edge. Little miscommunication there. Oakville coach thought they were called for a foul. Here's Prasad driving again, draws contact, no call, can't get it to go. Good defense there by Peterson. Surge coming the other way, kicks to Thau. Pull up 3, no good. Peterson comes up with a loose ball, can't get it to go. That's
Edge can't even get a roll right now.
and I mean that's probably their first shot in the paint in how long? Got a timeout, Oakville. Stay tuned for the last 1 minute and 40 seconds of this half to see if Edge can cut into this lead.
The NPA started the season on Canada's East Coast in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Big time shot, Jordan.
Our next stop was Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Oh, stick back jams.
Then we started 2020 in Calgary, Alberta.
Up top. Oh! Two-handed alley-oop slam.
Before landing with a bang in Montreal, Quebec. 20,000 kilometers later, our sights are now set on Ottawa, Ontario, where all 12 NPA teams battle for playoff position. The path to NPA Nationals go through our nation's capital. Time is almost up to find out who is the next man.
This game has been all Oakville prep in the first half, particularly in the second quarter, where Edge is looking to add to the 3 points they've scored so far in this quarter. Peterson gets that to go to bring them up to 4. You know, I mentioned this a bit earlier, but priority number 1 in this game for Coach McQueen was defense, and the team has answered the call in a big way in this first half. Strong take digs, no good. Oakville Prep retains possession. You know, you mentioned it. Edge can't get any bounce to go their ways. Even that one rolls off of their hands out of bounds. Here's Persad with the ball. Coda's calling for it in the post. Clears a lot of space. Edge Prep lost track of the shot clock there. And, you know, that's a situation. You can hear the Oakville Prep bench taking accountability for that one there. They've got to let the players know how much time is left on the clock. Didn't hear a single person let them know that it was winding down. Rare mistake by Oakville in this half. Here's Surge with the ball up top. Strong take, gets it to go. It's 2 possessions in a row where Edge Prep ends up in the paint, both resulting in points. They've scored more points in the last 30 seconds than they had in the first 8 minutes of this quarter. Oakville Prep ball, 55 seconds left to go. Persad, deep 3, good! He is feeling it after a slow start from the perimeter. Big 3 ball, extends this lead back to 27. Edge Prep inbounding the ball from the baseline. Find Holtz in the corner. Up to Peterson. Finds a crease, drives to the lane, no good. Surge, no good on the rebound. Another rebound by Edge. Gets it back to Thao from 3. It's good. Edge Prep starting to see the bottom of the net here. Just as the half ends, they've got to hope that gets them some momentum, but no. Jordan Persad doesn't want any of it with another 3. As Ed's starting to figure things out on the offensive end. And something we failed to mention is all this big second quarter run without Damar Dial Richards. 5 seconds to go on the half. Persad with another shot, no good. Surge comes away with it. Travel called on the play. 0.02 left on the clock. 0.2 seconds left on the clock in the half. Oakville Prep hoping to come away with one last basket. With 0.2 seconds on the clock, you can only score with a tip in as per FIBA rules. Looks like there's some deliberation on whether there was contact on the pass. Edge is already heading to the locker room here. Looks like that will bring the first half to an end. 53-28 in what's been a perfect first half by Oakville Prep. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 10 minutes for second half action.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. MPH works in partnership with the community, including the national and provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The MPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the MPH family. Starting with our foundation, that is the Junior MPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH national rankings, where player profiles are created acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. The blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management, all aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court. The NPH Showcase Circuit takes place from April to December in a player-focused environment, while the Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting, MPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the MPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping them gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the blueprint.
national champion.
And Jacoby's going to try to measure this one up, looking for a made-to-measure suit.
Fourth quarter of action is brought to you by Indochino, where right now, using promo code HOOPS, you can get a custom-made, made-to-measure suit that a number of our coaches get fitted up. 10 showrooms across Canada, 6 of them where we have teams in the NPA. Match made in heaven. Indochino and the NPA.
Indochino, the national sponsor of the NPA. We are excited to have you as a sponsor. We're excited for what you're doing and what your brand brings to our league. The prestige of your brand, the prestige of our league from coast to coast.
The guys at Indochino were amazing when I got fitted. I can't thank you guys enough.
Indochino making me look good, that's all I gotta say. It's not always an easy task. Very grateful that you guys are taking care of me and having me look a little bit better.
I really thank you for putting the time in and believing in what we're doing with young men and just, again, establishing ourselves in not only the basketball community, but the community that we live in.
Thank you, Indochino.
He has this like ferociousness to his game, this wanting to take the opponent's heart out. That, you know, it sounds really vulgar, but that's what it is. Like, that's what the elite guys, they compete in that sense. And I think that's what Addison has. It's that killer instinct that sets him apart.
My name is Addy Patterson, the #1 player in the country. Ever since I was a little kid, I was always putting work in. I always had a goal, I always had a dream. Spending countless hours in the gym. If I couldn't get in the gym, I was outside hooping on the outside courts, doing whatever I could just to make it out and make a better way for my family and my loved ones. You know, as I grow and play basketball more and more, start to have more and more workouts throughout the days, 2 a days, 3 a days, it's getting more important to take care of my body. I've really gotten better at the recovery part of basketball and getting proper rest and you know, really the off-the-court stuff that prepares me when it's time to go train or play that game. I'm taking care of my body and making sure I'm well prepared. You know, I've been really just trying to get in the gym with guys that are at that next level, NBA players, D1, high major athletes, really just trying to prepare myself and push myself and not be comfortable.
My name's Roderick Patterson. I'm Addison's father.
My name is Jackie Patterson, and I'm Addison's mom. Addison, ever since he was a baby, he's always been a super sweet, calm, kind soul, and he's still the same way now.
When he first started playing basketball, I mean, he was determined, even from dribbling, to be a perfectionist.
He's just always been really competitive and sets huge goals. I knew he was going to be something really special.
Whether it was raining outside, snowing, morning, night, he was always outside.
We are here in day 5 game number 21 of the Ottawa NPA session, as Oakville Prep has come out to a mammoth 25-point first half lead against Edge. As Thobiel hits the three, immediate timeout by Jamal McQueen. Does not want to let this game get any closer than it is right now. We'll be back after a short break.
I like it.
Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student-athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. Canadian National Invitational Tournament.
We are back again after one possession in the second half.
So long, 12 seconds.
12 seconds indeed, as Thobiel got a 3 to go to kick off the second half. A rare shot to go down by Edge. As Ronak Gruel answers, now that's a shot we've seen go down a lot of in this first half, as Oakville Prep has been lights out from 3. Coming out with their best half of basketball all season. Thobiel, the one man to show up, really for Edge so far.
And he should do that. That's exactly what he should do in the second half. He should imprint himself all over this game.
So we got a jump ball called there. Thobiel again involved in the play. Who's Edge's leading scorer in the first half with 9 points. Already a quick 5 to start. Less than a minute into the second half. You know, really leading by example. Prasad for 3. He caught fire in that first half. 22 points for him in addition to everything else he does. Though, again, no good. Great rebound by Spencer there. Excellent defense by Hall, reading that pass from a mile away. Ed turns it over, however, as Prasad goes up with it. No good. Ed's trying to claw back into this game via the long bomb.
A lot more activity, that's for sure.
Yeah, if they're going to go down, they're going to have to go down with a better effort than we saw in that first half.
It's going to be their last half of basketball, maybe at all, but definitely in the NPA until nationals. So, I mean, what are you going to have as your calling card in this second half? But forget about winning the game, about you feeling as a team.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to pride and spirit, you know. Strong rebound there by Dial Richards. Can't get the tip in to go. Stowe has possession. You know, Edge likely going to finish this game without Amir Rahimzad, who might have broken his nose early in the game. Offensive foul. Great defense there. Marcotis Hall sacrificing his body to draw that charge. You know, when you're willing to make a play like that in a game as one-sided as it is now, shows that they're really bought into trying to go out with a bang in this session. Turnover, however.
That was a terrible turnover.
He must have thought Spencer was on his team or something. It went right to him. Looks like Jordan Persad called for a holding foul on the loose ball.
Your player was backing that player up. It wasn't over his back. He backed him up.
Referees explaining the call to the Oakville coaching staff. Edge keeps possession after that foul call.
It's a terrible call. Like a terrible, terrible call.
See, his explanation was that Prasad was boxing out.
There's no excuse for that call.
And, you know, Spoon Hunter able to take advantage of that. Gets his first 3 to go. Cuts the lead down to 20. J-Rel digs for 3, no good. Rebound, Edge. Edge looking a lot better to start this half.
I mean, you can't coach intensity. You can't coach, you know, making your players want it. And so this is 100% on these Edge players. What do they want?
Here's Diggs with the ball up top. It's great find. Hits a cutting Dial Richards for 2. And, you know, you mentioned it's on the edge players how bad do they want, and I think a lot of it will come down to the Oakville side as well. You mentioned earlier, you know, they're not often in a blowout lead kind of position. You know, there's 2 ways you can handle this. You can take your foot off the gas, feel happy, feel complacent, or you can make sure you come away with a big win and carry on this momentum for the rest of the season. Dial Richards gets the first free throw to go, and he's a guy you know will never take his foot off the glass. All out all the time. You know, earned himself a Division II offer with the strong play for Oakville Prep this season. Here's Serge here for 3, good. Another 3 ball as Edge Prep starts to figure out things on the perimeter. Excellent feed by Persad, hits a cutting Marcotis Hall for the 2. Nice little no-look dish. He's been engaged from top to bottom of this one. Great ball movement, cut off by Marcotis Hall as another transition play. Active hands by Serge Gahir, called for the reach-in foul. Good hustle there by Gahir. Saves the basket, forces Marcotis Hall to earn them from the line. Referee says he got a lot of arm on that swipe, and you know, whenever you have that swiping motion, you're never going to get the benefit of the doubt. If the referee's not 100% sure that's all ball, chances are they're going to call it. Marcotis Hall gets the first free throw to go. But either way, good job by Gahir, erasing the potential momentum building play. That could have been a big slam. 2 for 2 is Marcotis Hall. Gets Oakville Prep up again by 23. Early substitution here for Edge. Lucas Peterson checking in for Dylan Holtz. Spoon Hunter attacks, strong spin move, can't get it to go. Misses the tip as Persad comes away with the board. He's pushing the other way. Good D by Fao Beal, pokes it away, saves the ball right to Persad, however. Kicks it to Dial Richards, drop off pass to J-Rel Diggs. No good. Good contest there by Serge Gahir, and that is going to be foul number 4 for Dial Richards. He sat out the entire second quarter due to foul trouble. Jamal McQueen opting to take him out. You know, that's a guy you're going to want in your back pocket if this game gets close in the 4th. It's Xavier Spencer way off for 3. Bad bounce for Oakville Prep, however, that goes off the hands of Tavon Sheard.
We've seen some hot shooting, but we've seen some Sunday morning shooting as well.
Yeah, a lot of shots. Straight up, crafty play. Serge Gahir off the back of Marcotis Hall. Catches it back, gets it to go. Creative thinking by the inbounder there. The Harlem Globetrotters inspired play. Shot does not go by Ronak Gruel as Serge comes pushing the other way. Spoon from way downtown, no good. Another rebound by Xavier Spencer. Tries to get this one to go. Bounces out. Oakville Prep comes away with it. You're seeing Edge taking a lot of threes trying to come back to this one. And you know, 3-point shot known as the great equalizer. Don't want to get too trigger happy from downtown, however.
Yeah, it's that old problem you have when you're down big is you start jacking up threes, and if you're missing them, there's no sense of taking them.
Strong crossover there by Persad. No good as Gahir comes down with the board. Gahir, a guy we've seen his intensity pick up a lot since the second half tipped off. Nice drive. Finishes through the contact for the and one. Another play by Serge Gahir. Trying to carry this team on his back and get them back into this game. Lead down to 19 halfway through the third quarter. You know, Serge Gahir, Cal Baptiste commit Division I program, looking to carry his team back into this game. Got a substitution here for Oakville Prep. Malachi Ariwe in for Ronak Gruel. There's Marcotis Hall pushing, attacking here. Kicks it out to Ariwe for 3, no good. Checks into the game, immediate shot. Can't get it to go. He's a guy who's coming back from injury. Really good shooter, working his way back into game shape. As J-Rel Dig comes away with the rebound, pushing the other way, splits the D, kicks it to Sheard, swings it back. Good job by Edge Prep recovering and slowing down the break. Nice pass again by Persad, but Serge Gahir there for the rejection. Though pushing the other way, hits a trailing Xavier Spencer. Strong move, active hands, tips it away. Edge Prep ball from behind the net. Xavier Spencer finds a window. Edge Prep slowly but surely clawing back into this one. They've cut the lead down to 17, down from as much as 29. 4:35 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this timeout.
The National Preparatory Association started 4 years of basketball coaches, many of which were outside of Southern Ontario, to provide a different option than traditional high school competition for elite-level basketball talent. The goal was simple: create a platform for Canadian student athletes to give them the best opportunity to earn scholarships for post-secondary education through the game of basketball. Since then, the NPA has grown to provide the best basketball exposure available at the high school level anywhere in the world. We do this by live streaming 90% of the league's nearly 100 games on our North Pole Hoops YouTube channel, ensuring high-level competition in front of post-secondary coaches from across North America, providing game-by-game statistics on every player in the league on our industry-leading website, npacanada.com, creating individual profiles for...
We are back. Coach Jamal McQueen of Oakville Prep not happy with what he's seen from his team on the defensive end, calling that timeout. Jordan Persad immediately responding. Edge Prep doing a good job this third quarter, trying to get back into this game. Coach McQueen needs his team to match their intensity on the defensive end. Pull up 3. Questionable shot there, but good rebound by Marcotis Hall. Second chance attempt, no good. Another rebound. J-Rel Diggs gets it to go. Edge Prep is the #1 rebounding team in the NPA. However, one of their big bodies and leading rebounders, Amir Rahimzad, not in there, leaving a big void to fill, and Oakville Prep is taking advantage. Strong dish, strong cut, strong finish. Xavier Spencer, acrobatics, gets it to go off the feed from Serge Gahir. He's got a chance at a 3-point play here.
I know you're the scout, Elias, and Macias are the scouts of NPH, is what I meant to say. Anyways, Xavier Spencer, if I was next level coach, that is a kid I'd be tracking throughout, because I just see so many great things in his game, and to think about how young he still is.
Yeah, he's a guy that can play on the ball, off the ball, excellent feel already. And the fact that he's contributing and making an impact at the prep level in only his grade 10 season, he's got a lot more growth ahead of him, especially as he focuses on his body and his shot over the next couple of years. He's a guy we're super high on. You know, every time we see him on the court, he seems to get better and seems to get more comfortable with his role on this team. Got free throws here for Oakville Prep as J-Rel Diggs was able to draw the foul on that drive. Oakville Prep already in the bonus. 3:32 to go in the third. Xavier Spencer left all alone for the wide open layup. Now, 2 names we've said a lot in this comeback attempt by Edge. Xavier Spencer as well as Serge Gahir doing their thing. J-Rel Diggs coming alive in this third quarter, however. Momentum busting play there. Nice feed by Spoon Hunter. Second effort by Spencer, good. He has been everywhere in this third quarter. Looking like Edge's best player this half. Prasad comes back, a lot of contact, draws the foul. You know, Prasad, a guy who has been attacking the rim relentlessly this game. He's already made about 10 free throws in this one. Most of those coming in the first quarter. Has not taken his foot off the gas. Prasad gets the first one to go. They take care of a wet spot here. Second free throw good. 72-53. Oakville Prep in the lead. Oh! Dylan Holst, strong dunk attempt. Tavon Sheard with the foul. Referees talking here as one called an unsportsmanlike foul. They're kind of deliberating there. From this angle, it looked like a play on the ball, but the referee that was close to the play seems to disagree. And they call it a personal foul there. I think that was the right call as Tavon Sheard just tried to stop the ball. Dylan Holtz sent to the line for two. There's a nice play by Holtz, however. Guy mostly known for his three-point shooting, showing off some of the bounce that he has in his game as well. And that's foul number 3 on Tavon Sheard as they start to rack up for this Oakville Prep team. Both teams in the bonus now. Strong rebound, Tho Beal. No good. And we've got another foul call here. As I mentioned just a few seconds ago, both teams in the bonus. Which means Mekhi Richards sent to the free throw line for 2. Kai can't get the first one to go. Oh for 2. Empty trip. Edge possession here. Throw to Spoon. Nice fake by Spoon. Gets to the lane. Pull up Jay. Good. And the foul. Mekhi Richards trying to contest from behind the defender there. Unless you're Kawhi Leonard, that's not a play you can really make without fouling. Sends Spoon Hunter to the line for a 3-point play as Mekhi Richards checks out. In comes Morales for Oakville Prep. Hits the free throw. We've got ourselves a 16-point ball game. 2:45 left as Prasad continues to attack. Ball just rims out as Edge pushes the other way. J-Rel Diggs picking up Spoon Hunter in the full court here. And Spencer steps out of bounds. And we're seeing Edge really trying to play at a breakneck pace here. Picking up Oakville Prep in the full court. Nice steal there by Dylan Holst. He's got a guy with him. Throws it up for the lob. And the finish. Tho Beal. Big time slam off the lob by Dylan Holst. Edge gets it again. Tho another breakaway. Windmill jam. Tho Beal putting on a show. Edge bench is getting hype. They are back in it. This is just a 12-point ball game. Big momentum buster there.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a big shot right there. Stem the bleeding.
Here's good defense there by Sheard once again. Another momentum. Oh, looks like the refs are discussing it here. Back-to-back strong plays by Oakville, kind of slowing down the pace and getting a couple big stops here after 2 huge slams by Tho Beal. Another big shot by Edge. This game is back down to 12. Minute 30 to go here in the third quarter. Let's see who can carry the momentum into the fourth. Big swat, Tho Beal. Looks like they're saying it was on the way down. Either way, great effort there by Tho. Coming from the weak side, swat that one.
That wasn't a goaltend. That was a clean block.
Here's Dylan Holst showing off the handles, blocking foul. Morales. You mentioned it, Edge Prep, a second half team. They're taking it to the extremes in this game. And here we've got the replay going in our production team, and that was a clean block by Tho Beal, no denying it. Either way, Edge still hanging around in this one, just down 11 as Holst hits the first free throw.
We've been working closely with the officiating crews up here, and have definitely improved year to year.
Strong rebound, Tho Beal. You know, we talked about him as a guy who needed to step up with the absence of Rahim Zad, answering the call in this third quarter as Edge gets another stop here. Game already back in single digits.
This is exactly why this second half was so important. Oakville's going to find out a lot about themselves in this second half. How do they deal with adversity?
No good. Dylan Holst, rebound, can't get it to go. That would have been a huge basket,
yes.
But as you said, Oakville Prep being tested. We'll see who they really are in this fourth. Strong take by J-Rel Diggs. That's exactly what you need to do if you're Oakville. He had a man open under the net, and Tavon Sheard missed them, but still able to get to the free throw line. You know, with 2 teams in the middle of the pack, as we see Edge and Oakville Prep are in the standing, and a game with the seeding implications that this has, you know, a lot of inconsistency we'll find from both sides. We've got Serge Gahir bringing it up. Instrumental early in this comeback attempt by Edge. Holst way downtown, no good. Not a great shot there. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter as Oakville Prep pushes the ball. Hits Marcotis Hall driving down the lane. Big left-hand finish there. They needed that, extending the lead up to 13. 28 seconds to go. Tho from way downtown. Another bad shot by Edge, but they come away with the board. Serge Gahir, no good. Gets it again, does Xavier Spencer, draws the foul. Sent to the free throw line with 17.7 seconds to go in this third quarter. That's the third foul on J-Rel Diggs. Another guy on this team in foul trouble.
You know there's a lot of fouls being called when J-Rel Diggs has 3. J-Rel Diggs is not somebody who gets himself into foul trouble too often.
No, not at all. These are going to be a pair of big free throws here by Xavier Spencer. Hits the first one, and it looks like there was a change to the score as the referees went to the table to discuss things. Looks like they missed a basket from Oakville. They actually have 80, not 78. 2 for 2 is Xavier Spencer, as Oakville Prep has what is likely the last possession with 10 seconds left to go on the game clock. Hall kicks it over to Morales. Back to Persad, 6 seconds to go. Drives to the lane. Big finish. Jordan Persad finds a tight window as Serge Gahir tosses up the buzzer beater. No good. Oakville Prep able to capture back some of that momentum. 82-67 Oakville Prep. We've got one more quarter to go. Stay tuned.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is different. I think the value is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get, and the fabric and style selection is second to none.
I think when someone puts on a suit, they take on almost a different personality, and they feel comfortable in their skin and who they are, and they feel good. Doesn't matter where you're going, what event you're going to, but everyone feels good in a suit.
I think a lot of what we do is kind of going against the grain, so to speak. Bespoke, made to measure, custom was traditionally only in store. We were the first to bring it online, and as we went through that journey, we really felt that in order to connect with the consumer, we needed to give them true options, really provide a service and an engaging experience that customers would enjoy and remember.
Indochino is a custom-made experience, but with off-the-rack prices. You are in control. So you come on in, you choose what sort of material you're pursuing, choose what sort of prints or patterns you really want to try out overall. From there, you pick out what kind of customizations you want to bestow upon these lovely garments, measure you up, and you get to express what you want, tighter, looser, longer, shoulder, so everything sits on you as you want. We do everything all in one for you.
We give a 100% made-to-measure product. So it's very sort of...
We are back after an exciting third quarter. Edge Prep making this a game again. Tho Beal, some highlight reel plays. Oakville Prep up 15, 10 minutes to go. Morales for three, no good. You know, you mentioned this, Jason. Both teams have a lot to prove here to themselves and to the rest of the league in terms of who they are as a unit.
And I think to their own coaching staff, to be honest with you. Like, how does Oakville Prep play against adversity? Because now they're facing adversity, blowing such a huge lead, and then Edge, if they come back and win this, their head coach has to keep them in check, knowing how poorly they played to start the game.
Yeah, you know, this just really hammers home the importance of starting strong for Edge, as if they had this kind of intensity all game, might be a blowout in the other direction. Peterson no good there. Xavier Spencer with yet another offensive rebound. He's been everywhere today. Strong take Serge Gahir, no basket, gets his board, no good. Finally gets the foul call. A lot of contact on all those takes there.
Yeah, but you know what? Gahir, the pressure was on him to finish that because he had a wide open teammate in the corner that he didn't even look at. Wide open three. He drives, misses the layup, error balls the putback, and then gets bailed out by a foul call.
Yeah, and you know,
that was a terrible decision from your point guard.
Yeah, and it seems like, you know, in these kind of situations, a lot of people will take it upon themselves to try and make that comeback, get into kind of a hero mindset.
And he's been a huge part of this comeback, Serge Gahir. But he's also the guy that you look at when you don't have a good start. I mean, that's your guy.
Yeah. And you know,
even if he's not playing the point position, he's a guy who can distribute, he can score, he can do everything on the floor.
And that's what he was doing in the third quarter. So surprised to see such a selfish take there. So we got a foul call. That one on Aaron Lloyd. A lot of pressure on the ball handler. Looked like that was on the ground there. Nevertheless, Jordan Persad gets the first one to go. Big rebound. J-Rel Diggs over the much taller Serge Gahir. Puts it back in. Turns into a 3-point play for Oakville. Serge, pull up 3. Gets it to go from a decision-making point of view. Don't love that shot, but got it to fall. J-Rel Diggs pushing the other way. Coast to coast. Marcotis Hall with the board. Draws the contact and the foul. Marcotis Hall pushes through, but he is down. Looks like he rolled an ankle on the landing. He is limping hard.
I like
trying to walk it off.
I like that, though. Look at him. He does not want to come out of this game. You could lay on the ground. Guess what? It hurts a lot more when you lay on the ground thinking about it.
Yeah, he just got right. He didn't even wait for his teammates to pick him up there. Marcotis Hall, a guy that's really stepped up to the occasion for Oakville Prep. 3-point play, gets it to go. You know, with Damar Dial Richards with 4 fouls early in the third quarter, Oakville Prep really need a guy to step up with that forward spot, and it's been Marcotis Hall so far as Aaron Lloyd hits the pull-up jumper. Lead back to 15 here for Oakville Prep as Jordan Persad has a wide open lane. Beautiful little floater by Persad. Not afraid of the shot blocker there. Frozen with a little hesitation move. Gets that to go. And here's Stowe. Pull up 3 way off. Yet another air ball for this Edge Prep squad as they've taken a lot of tough shots from the perimeter.
Those trying to say that he was hit on that. I don't think he was hit on that. I think he just missed it 3 feet left.
I'm with you there. We got Serge Gahir checking back in after a short break. Probably had Coach Huff in his ear telling him to play more of a team-focused type of basketball. As Gruwal way downtown. It's good! Ronak Gruwal. He has been lighting it up from distance in that first half in particular.
He's
Gets
a
that one to
straight
go.
gunner, that kid, man.
And you see he's not shy with it either. He'll let it fly as Peterson travels there. Yet another travel call against Edge Prep. And pretty unforced as he didn't have any pressure on him. Another 3, Ronak Gruwal. It's good! Back-to-back tray balls from way downtown. Extends this lead up to 23. Serge Gahir tries to answer. It's good. That 3 much more in rhythm and much more in flow of the offense for Edge. Dial Richards back in the game. Turns it over. Almost picks up the 5th foul there. Peterson kicks it to Gahir. Another 3. Looks short. It is. As Persad comes. Oh. Looks like Serge Gahir was out of bounds as he tipped that one.
Smart move, though, not trying to grab it and just tipping it to his guy. But, yeah, he was out of bounds when it happened.
And here's J-Rel Diggs with the ball near half court. He's really stepped up in the second half. Another 3. Heat check. It's good. 3 threes in a row. Ronak Gruwal. It's been that kind of day.
Gunner, Ronak Gruwal.
Aaron Lloyd answers with the basket and the foul. And Ronak Gruwal, a guy who really had a chance at more minutes with the early season injury to J-Rel Diggs, proved to the coaching staff that he is more than a capable shooter from 3. Big reason why he's getting these minutes here today. 20-point game here. 8:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Jordan Persad pulls up a 3 again. I don't know if these guys can miss. That's 4 threes in a row for Oakville.
This is why they're a scary team heading into nationals. Just that offensive firepower.
Yeah, when they can defend at the level they've showed today.
Yes. That's been the difference. That has been the difference in Oakville Prep in this game.
Yeah, they're usually around 100 points, which is where they are now. It's just the defensive end. Big block by Tho Beal. This one called a block. As Serge Gahir kicks it to Lloyd on the other end. Back to Gahir. Catch and shoot 3. It's good. Serge Gahir waking up in the second half.
I think I figured out his shot because he takes it from so low that I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's when he really gets his legs into it, it's pure.
Yeah, and he needs a lot of space to take that or to get a good look from what we've seen. When there's a contesting arm or if he's rushed, usually doesn't get it to go. As Damar Dial Richards got good post positioning there to draw the foul, sent to the line for 2. And you know, we talk about the defensive effort by Oakville Prep. The fact that they did it with this man on the bench for much of it, really important for them to know that, you know, everyone on this team is a capable defender when they're locked in. Second free throw, good for Dial Richards. Get this lead back up to 20. Thobio pull up 3, good. Edge starting to heat up from distance in this quarter. Their bench is getting loud. They want to try and chip away at this lead again. Xavier Spencer guarding the ball. Prasad in the paint again, puts it up, no good. Edge ball here, good contest by Thobio as Edge pushes the other way. He has Gahir, decides to hold it. Active hands by Prasad, knocks the ball loose. Dial Richard comes away with it. Here we got a transition opportunity for Oakville. Nice take by J-Rel Diggs. Avoids the defender. Gets it to go for 2. Big time block. Dial Richards erases that shot as Oakville comes the other way. Ronak Gruel, no good. What
DTR is nasty defensively.
Just in case you forgot how he can defend. Thobio misses the putback dunk attempt. Edge Prep still. Xavier Spencer forgot what sport he was playing there.
I can't believe it took that long for the whistle to be blown.
Yeah, I think he got away with the first one. Got 4:26 left to go in this fourth quarter. Been a exciting second half. Both teams playing at a breakneck pace here as Oakville Prep holds an 18-point lead. Prasad driving right, baseline pass. Oh, Ariwe not noticing that Prasad was still out of bounds, but still Prasad should have probably stepped in a bit sooner there. He was just chilling baseline. Here's Tho. Step back 3, no good. Little hero ball action there as Oakville Prep comes the other way. He's been on fire. Does he have another one? No, doesn't get it to go. Stowe pushing the other way. Another step back 3 from Edge. Ball starting to stick in these guys' hands as they turn the ball over at the baseline. So we got a jump ball call there. As Coach McQueen calling a timeout for Oakville Prep. This is his last timeout of the game. Oakville still in command of this game, up 18, 3:33 to go. We'll be back after a short break.
It's not very personalized. It's for them. It's their suit.
Seeing them in their final suit just kind of makes it worth it at the end of it because you spent time with them, and you know whether they wear suits every day or this is their first suit, it's exciting. Like you help them build that and it's theirs.
It's really that ability to create a one-of-a-kind garment that allows us to be in front of many different demographics. I think one of the most interesting things that's happened these past few years is how many customers that are having that truly special event of getting married are choosing Indochino to not only suit up themselves, but suit up their groom's party.
We continually improve not only the profile for the guy, but we improve the quality of our next suit and the suits after with the data that we capture. Indochino sets itself apart, especially against ready-to-wear, because we can deliver you a custom-made suit within 3 weeks. We, on average, take 3.5 meters to make a suit, and we lay that out and we laser cut it with a vacuum. It's amazing to see, over 200 pieces come together to make a custom-made suit. Whether it be hundreds of linings, thousands of customizations, it's like personalizing a car. And I think we've opened a lot of guys' eyes to that experience. And
105-88, 3:33 to go in this fourth quarter. Mickey Ismikra here, joined by Jason Tom. And what's been an exciting game to kick off Sunday morning. Ben Gilbert hits another three for Edge Prep. Living and dying by the three here as they're down 15 with 3:20 to go. Tavon Sheard driving the other way, pull-up jumper, not a good shot there. Great defense by Peterson to force that contest. Stowe the other way, a lot of contact. Jump ball, the ruling there as ball goes to Oakville.
That was a good call.
Good active hands there by Dial Richards. Pull that out cleanly. Nice spin move by Prasad to get free. Floats in for the left-handed layup. He is putting on an offensive clinic, getting anywhere he wants in the half court. Though way downtown, no good. Ronick grew all the rebound. Ben Gilbert called for the reach-in foul.
Edge does a lot of reaching in the mid-court area in transition. I don't know if the answer is to not reach or simply just move your feet more, but...
Yeah, it seems like they don't quite have the lateral quickness to keep up with these quicker Oakville guards here. Serge Gahir comes away with the board. Taking his time. Doesn't shoot. Oh, got a turnover here as Lucas Peterson took his eye off the ball. Got some substitutions here for Oakville Prep.
14, yeah.
Oakville has been able to tread water with their foul trouble. Now clearing the bench.
It looks like they should be able to hang on to this win.
If you're the Edge team right now, you're saying, all right, let's see if we can get 16 points in 2 minutes.
Yeah. They've got their starters still in, does Edge Prep, so they should be able to at least cut into this a little bit. Hopefully end this game on a strong note. Maybe even force Oakville to bring their starters back. Of course, guys like Jordan Prasad still on the court. As he blows by Edge yet again. Kick out pass. Great defense there by Edge as the shot clock expires. Edge, if we were to look at the second half as its own game, they were up double digits, but...
And that's what, they can still show up at Nationals and be that. But will they? Because with this loss, they're not going to be getting a first-round bye.
No. And you know what? If they were to come back from this and all the way and finish it, the message might not have been sent or might not have hit home that, you've got to come out strong and ready to play. As we think back to the game yesterday against Halifax, that was a game where Halifax was either in it or up for most of that game, only until Edge pulled away in the fourth. If that would have happened again here today, they might think that's just something they're capable of doing. So Oakville Prep turns the ball over here. 1:24 left to go. But now that they weren't able to come back, this could be a good teaching moment if they're willing to look at it that way. Looks like the bench starting to come out for Edge Prep as well as Coach Huff concedes in this one. Deep three, Aaron Lloyd. no good. Callum Swanton-Rogers, a guy who got early minutes for Edge, but we haven't seen too much of him.
Yeah, still getting used to that body. Picks up a lot of fouls, the Swanton-Rogers, on just kind of, pushing the backs and stuff like that.
And with all the speed that Oakville Prep has on the court most of the time, could be tough for him to keep up at that pace. Another pull-up three by Tho, no good. Caleb Burkett with the rebound to the free throw line. And we talked about it early in this game. Oakville Prep came into Ottawa with the intention of proving that they belong in the upper echelon of the league. With this win, their record up to 6-5 with a game to go against TBA. Where do you see them in terms of their pecking order the rest of the league? First one, no good by Caleb Burkett. It's like the referees forgot that was his 5th foul. As Tho misses the windmill jam. Trying to end this one with a bang here. Dial Richards staying in the game here. Strange start to this one. Refs say that was all ball. Dial Richards finally checks out of this one.
Wild. Wild.
You don't see that happen often. Aaron Lloyd from 3. It's good. He's one of the guys that's brought the fight for Edge in this second half. 3 ball, way short. Outlet pass a bit too far as Oakville Prep retains possession. Prasad loses it. Foul called on the play. This one just about over here with 19.8 seconds to go. Game 1 of 3 in this last day of the Ottawa NPA session. Next up, we've got the home team playing their 5th game here in Ottawa. Last game of the regular season for them in Canada Top Flight Academy. Looking to go 5-0 in this session. Getting hot just at the right time ahead of Nationals. They'll be taking on LBA, London Basketball Academy, another team looking to go undefeated in this Ottawa session. They'll be without Atiki Aliatiki, leading scorer and rebounder for that squad. And I know Michael Mattis, their number 2 option out of the forward spot, also questionable.
I think he's going to be good to go, yeah.
It's like he's going to give it a go. This one's over. 107-96 for Oakville in what's been a dominant effort. We'll be back at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for that next game. Stay tuned for some more NPA action.